Alexandre Pantoja versus Steve Erceg is happening for UFC 301. But who actually win this fight? Well, let's take a look at their latest performances, in which Alexandre fought Brandon Moreno, in which this was a very close fight. Both went back and forth. Both of the wrestling, grappling, and ground control was great, but Alexandre took it by decision. But after this, Alexandre went on to fight Brandon Royval, in which again both landed some great shots, but Alexandre's grappling and ground control was way too much for Brandon Royval, in which Alexandre took it by decision. Now let's take a look at Steve's latest performances, in which he fought Alexandre Costa, in which both went back and forth, but Steve was way more accurate than Costa, outlanded Costa, and Steve won by decision. Now after this, Steve went on to fight Matthew Christopher, in which both started off very slow in round 1 until Steve started landing his handskoll and knocked out Matthew in round 2.
Now I'm completely shocked and disappointed because everything is against Erceg when talking about him getting this title fight, because when looking closely to see if he deserves it, he doesn't, and let me tell you why. And that is because, first of all, he only has 3 fights in the UFC, which I guess you could argue that shows that he's the real deal, because he currently stands at 12 wins with only 1 loss, and he's on an 11-fight winning streak. But at the same time, he only has 2 wins by knockout, and he only has 6 wins by submission, so it's not like his resume is super impressive. Now another reason why this fight makes no sense and why it was rushed is because Erceg is ranked number 10, so we just skipped the whole competition straight to the champion. Meanwhile, back in UFC 299, we had a couple fights where the same situation happened, where we had fighters that weren't even in the top 10, like Jack Della and Benoit Saint Denis, but they had fights against top 5 guys. But this situation is way different because Jack Della and Benoit Saint Denis, they deserved it and they definitely put on a show, unlike Erceg, because the amount of competition that he just skipped compared to the fighters that I just listed is on a whole different level. So in the end, I got Pantoja winning this fight, and he actually might stop Erceg, as I believe that Erceg's title shot was rushed, and I also believe that he still hasn't had the chance to experience the real competition. So when he gets in the octagon, he's going to realize really quick that he missed out a big chapter in his career.